The tricks are applicable for students who have completed 80 to 90% of the GATE syllabus. Students have different mindsets and way to prepare. Right? We cannot put the students into one frame that that they're going to prepare in a particular way only. I can say I am not going to give you any false hopes or lies. Your brain should be working to its maximum capacity during those 3 hours in GATE examination. Welcome friends. Welcome to this session on the topper tricks, 3 topper tricks for the last 40 days. Actually, I should not tell this as tricks because by doing some tricks, you might be able to topple the things in the last 40 days. But the thing is that when we are talking about these 3 topper tricks, now first of all, these tricks are applicable for whom actually? Then we can say that as a trick. Yes, the tricks are applicable for students who have completed 80 to 90% of the GATE syllabus. So if you have not completed 80% of GATE syllabus, this video is not for you. Because I'm not going to lie that, if you have not studied before, in the last 30-40 days, you will do some tricks and you will be able to achieve something big. Yes, but doesn't mean that you will not try. You should give it a try. But as I told, this video is for students who have sincerely prepared throughout the year. Yes, and they might be facing some confidence issues, or they might be thinking what to do in this last 40 days so that they can be one of the toppers when the results are out in the month of March 2024. Yes, so as I told that if you're watching this video, then this video has a prerequisitive, right? As I told, what is the meaning of prerequisitive? That means the tricks you are going to apply. I will not say them as tricks actually. Okay, yes, we have put the name tricks so that it goes well, okay, with the students. But actually we can say the 3 principles. Yes, the 3 principles which you should adopt in this last 40 days, which can make you a topper. Yes, but as I told, there is a prerequisitive, right? It's a prerequisitive for what you are doing. And what is the prerequisitive? The prerequisitive is that you have completed 80 to 90% of the GATE syllabus. Okay, 80 to 90% of the GATE syllabus is completed. So this is what? The prerequisitive. Or suppose somebody says, no sir, I have not completed 80 to 90% of the GATE syllabus. Sir, but I am a very sharp student. I can do that. Yes. So if you are having that confidence, then I can just lower this bar a little bit, right? And I can say that at least I can say that you have completed 65 to 70% of the syllabus. Okay. So if you are very confident that, sir, no, sir, I am a very bright student and I have completed 65 to 70% syllabus, but I can do that last jump in the last 40 days and I can achieve, big. So if you are that kind of student, then yes, this video is for you. Yes. But suppose you see that, no, sir, I take time to prepare. Yes, I am a good learner, but I am very slow and steady learner. I do grasp things very nicely, but I take my own sweet time. Then I can say you belong to this category. Okay. So either you are a very calm and I can say that you take your time to prepare and you have completed 80 to 90% syllabus, or you are very sharp and you have completed 60 to 70. Both can achieve success. Okay. See, students have different mindsets and way to prepare. Right? We cannot put the students into one frame that that they're going to prepare in a particular way only. No, every individual is different. So therefore, I am putting these categories. Okay. So if you are in any of these categories, okay, so it is, you can say, a fast learner. Okay. I'll not tell this slow learner. I will say it's a steady learner, right? Steady learner. So either you are a steady learner, you have completed 80 to 90% syllabus, 80 to 90% of syllabus, or you are a fast learner and completed 65 to 70%. So if you have you are in one of these categories, then I can say this video is for you. If you are not, then my advice will be you please go and start your preparation, okay, for 2025. Don't waste your time, because I am not going to give you any I can say I am not going to give you any false hopes or lies. Okay, so let us come to this particular video. As I told that many students must have completed syllabus. Yes, and what three principles they are going to adopt in the next 3 months, sorry, next 40 days. Yes, the next 40 days, what principles they are going to apply. So the name tricks I am converting into what? Principles. So the three principles, okay, in your language it might be tricks, okay, and my language I'll call that as principle. Okay, you can take that as trick. Okay, yes. So three things you have to see. Okay, three things. First is you have to change your mindset. Okay, or you have to mold your mindset, and for this mindset you will maintain a certain lifestyle in this last 40 days. Yes, and then obviously to get success you have to do what? Practice. Okay, so these three things you have to adopt in the last 40 days. These three things, and these three things are actually very supportive to each other. They are what? They actually are very they supplement each other, right? They actually, they are, you know, they're dependent on each other. So first I told it's mindset. First point I have mentioned is what? Your mindset. That if you want to be a topper, first of all you develop the mindset of, you know, a topper. Now what is the mindset of a topper? The mindset of a topper is, the topper is not going to settle for anything less. Yes, so the mindset of a topper is what? That the topper is not going to settle anything for less. Yes, so your mindset should be that you are going to be in the top 50. Yes, your target is top 50 ranks. Okay, and you are not going to settle for anything less. So this is what? First we can say change in your mindset. Okay, if you want to be a topper, then first develop the mindset that yes, I have studied so much of the syllabus. Yes, whole year I was studying. So if I can give my best in the next 40 days, then I am going to be in the top 50 ranks. And the thing is that I am not going to settle for anything less than this. The first thing is to develop, yes, that proper mindset. As I told, mindset, the first mindset is what? That you are going to get into top 50 ranks, and I am going to target that only. That is the first mindset you are going to have, right? And in this I will say that you have to develop what? A lot of, you know, I can say killer attitude. I call that killer doesn't mean that you start killing people. That is very bad. No, don't take it in a negative, or you can say in a very rude manner. When I say killer attitude or killer mindset means what? Killing the questions actually. Yes, it is what? Killing the questions. And you kill the questions means what? You're going to solve the questions, right? So I'm telling killer attitude means what? You should be going after the questions. Okay, you're going to be going after the questions in this last 40 days. Yes, and you should be after them to solve them. So solving them means what? Actually killing them, you can say. Yes, so this, don't take it in a negative way. Okay, take it in a very proper, you can say competitive way. You can say it is killer attitude, I can say competitive attitude. Yes, develop that competitive attitude for what? Solving more and more questions in this last 40 days. And you should be what? Little greedy for solving the questions, right? You should be very greedy in this last 40 days. You should not be thinking that I will leave this topic or leave that topic, yes, or let me solve this less, solve that less. Low. You go for what? I am going to give my 100% in such a way that I am going to solve all the types of questions which I have done throughout the year. And that is very much possible. It is not that, you know, it's not possible. It's the mindset which I have to develop in the next 40 days that I have to do this. Yes. So as I told, the mindset is what? I have to go for top 50 ranks, and I have to solve a lot of questions. And to solve a lot of questions, I should be greedy. Yes. I should be what? Very assertive while solving the questions. Very confident while solving the questions. Yes. So this is, I can say, mindset development. Mindset development. Okay. Next was what? So this we saw, right? This was the mindset development. Now, what is this lifestyle? Okay, what is this lifestyle? Okay, lifestyle doesn't mean that we normally hear lifestyle of celebrities and sportsmen. So we are thinking about some kind of fantasy. No, when I'm talking about lifestyle, what should be your daily activities in the next 40 days. That actually decides a lot of things on the examination day. Yes, how you take forward your day in the next 40 days, okay, that is going to decide, the things which is going to happen on that examination day. Okay, so suppose either you're going to have examination in the morning shift, right, in the morning hours, or in the evening shift, right, either forenoon or afternoon, right, either forenoon or afternoon. So morning shift or evening shift, I can say, or better I use the word what, forenoon and afternoon, right? Yes, and you will be getting your admit cards, right? So you will be knowing your shift, okay, knowing your shift, that when your exam is going to happen for you, okay, for you, because for different students somebody might be in the afternoon shift, somebody might be in the forenoon, right? So whichever shift you are, once you get to know about that, try to center your day around that shift. Yes, try to center your day around that shift. Means what? Your brain should be working. Your brain should be working to its maximum capacity during those 3 hours in gate examination, right? Yes, for that you need what? You need your lifestyle to be molded in such a way. You need your lifestyle to be molded in such a way that on the examination day, those 3 hours, your brain is programmed, or I can say tuned. Yes, and how that is going to happen? How that is going to happen? That is going to happen when you have done that over and over again in the month before the gate examination. Means what? Suppose you are in the morning shift. Yes, so that means your daily activities should be in such a way that from morning 8 a.m. to afternoon 1 p.m. Obviously, exam is not going to be from 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. Yes, it will be between that. Yes, but this is, I can say, the slot of time where you should be actually studying. Yes, so every day, this time you should be studying, and not studying only, you should be solving questions. Yes, you should not be reading notes that time. You should be what? Solving questions, right? You should be solving questions, or if you are giving mock tests, yes, which are very important, you should be giving your mock test in that particular time slot. Yes, this I am talking about the forenoon shift, right? Okay, somebody is from afternoon shift, then what they're going to do? They should be actually practicing from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., or I can say, I can extend this to 6 p.m., right? So they should be making their day, okay, around this time slot, right? So they should be studying. And as I told, in studying, what they should be doing? They should be solving questions, right? It should be about solving questions. Rest of the time you can study. You can study the notes, you're revising, everything you can do. But that time slot, you should be what? Solving the questions or giving the mock test. Yes, so this is what I can say. This is the lifestyle, we can say, management which you are going to do during this last 40 days, especially I can say 1 month before the exam, or at least 3 weeks before the examination, right? That you mold your day, you mold your lifestyle, okay, around that particular time slot, the same time slot which is going to be your time slot for the gate examination, right? So this is what programming your mind. Yes, you are sharpening your mind in that time slot. So on that day, you are ready. Your brain is ready. It should not be a culture shock for you, that you are practiced, you are studying in night time. Suppose you are solving question night time, in the midnight time, and afternoon you never have done, and suddenly on the examination day you are feeling sleepy. Yes, that happens with lot of candidates, right? That happens with lot of candidates, and you should not be facing that on the examination day. Yes, because you should understand that on the examination day the situation might not be exactly same which you are practicing in today's time. Yes, so this is what you can say, it's a simulation. It's a simulation which you are going to do daily before the examination. Yes, and also make an habit of sitting in right posture when you are giving the mock test. Okay, so you should sit up front in a particular chair and table, because that is going to be your mode of giving examination. And you should be having what, patience of sitting for 3 hours. You should not be giving mock test, lying on the bed and seeing them solving from the phone, and nicely in between you are taking break. No, 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 you're not going to do that. That is not the lifestyle you should be maintaining before the gate examination. You should be actually sitting on a proper table chair, right? On a system you can sit, yes, means using the computer, right? So that it replicates your condition on the examination day. And it's very important that you develop that stamina of sitting for 3 hours continuously, because not only your knowledge, but your stamina, your mindset, okay, everything is going to be tested on that particular day. Yes, so this is what the lifestyle. If you manage your lifestyle in the next 40 days in such a manner that it is going to definitely help you, yes, in developing the attitude, right, that you're going to be the topper, right? Yes, because you are actually programming your mind to solve more and more questions. And there we come to the last point. Yes, there we come to the last point. So this was the lifestyle. The lifestyle, then we come to the last point, that is practice. In the next 40 days, you are going to be after questions. These 40 days, you should be going after lot of questions, right? You should be going after a lot of questions and obviously keeping a track of them. The best way is to give mock test. But apart from mock test, by this time, obviously you would have studied all the subjects very nicely. You would have maintained a proper record of the questions. If you are studying from us, so you might have DPPs, yes, you might have tests, okay, you might have the mock test. So all those questions you should be solving vigorously. Yes, I will say vigorous practice, because in the last 30-40 days, it's all about what? Solving more and more questions. Yes, so when you're practicing the questions, some points you should keep in mind, which I will tell now. Yes, this was about what? The mindset, and this was about the lifestyle, yes, which are going to have in the last 40 days. Okay, and the last thing which I told about what? Practice. Yes, practice. So as I told, that practice should be vigorous. Yes, should be vigorous. Second, there should be coverage of all subjects. A very important point. The coverage of all subjects is very important. It should be all subjects, in all subjects, all topics, in all topics, all subtopics. So maintain a list. Okay, maintain a list of all the subject topics and subtopics, and make sure that you are covering questions from all of them. Yes, and you should solve what? Vigorously. Solve vigorously means what? That you are solving more and more. You're greedy for questions, more and more questions, more and more questions. That will do what? In the gate examination, there is another factor known as what? The accuracy and the speed. Yes, if you are vigorously practicing for the last 30-40 days, then you will develop what? Accuracy. Yes, you will develop accuracy. Your mind will develop some calculation tricks. Yes, your mind will develop some calculation tricks for some particular types of questions, right? Not some, for all types of questions, right? So the mind is very powerful. Human mind is very powerful if it is channelized in a proper way. Yes, so if you channelize your mind in a proper way for the next 30-40 days by solving more and more questions, your mind will bring up ideas of how to solve the same questions faster and with more accuracy in the gate examination, right? Therefore, we told what? Coverage of all subjects, topics and subtopics. It's very important when we are practicing a lot of questions, right? And second is, the best ways to do is what? We're going to give you solve your DPPs given by us, and then you can give the mock test, subject wise test or full test. And last is the full test. Obviously you will be giving all the full test. The mock test, I can say subject wise test, and then you can give what? Your full test. Yes, so this you should do as much as you can. as much as you can do. And another thing is that sometimes what happens is that, suppose we have given a particular subject test and we think that we need not give it again. No, if you have already completed all the subjects or topics, you can repeat it. You can give certain topics which you find difficult, or you find that you take more time, or certain topics where you are more prone to mistakes, and that mistake might vary from student to student, right? Some student actually do mistake in topic number 1, somebody might be doing topic number 2, and that you'll be known by student more, right? You know more, better than others, that where you face difficulty. So there is absolutely no we can say rule that you have to give subject test one only. Yes, once only. So if you have already given and you have already completed all subjects, you cannot repeat it. As many times you can give, that is always better. Always better, right? And I will end the video with the last thing. Okay, so many students actually neglect this aspect, so I repeatedly tell students that, in the last 40 days, okay, obviously we have to go for rigorous practice of questions, and we have to be more in a killer attitude, so solve more and more and more in questions. But one thing is very important, that we have to sleep for 8 hours. Yes, somehow we have to sleep for 7 to 8 hours. So what you do is that you make a schedule in such a way that out of 24 hours, your 8 hours is cut. It is sleeping time. Yes, so cut your 8 hours and then plan for the next 16 to 17 hours, right? For next 16 17 hours, that should be your plan. Yes, because if you don't sleep properly, this vigorous practice will not happen actually. See how much motivated I do, your how much motivation you feel. We have a limitation, right? We're human beings, so we are actually a machine kind of thing. Yes, we don't have, do you have a say our brain or our muscles or our thinking capability is actually what? It is restricted in such a way that we need rest. Yes, if you take that rest, then obviously we can be very, we can say, efficient in the remaining hours. So go for efficient solving of questions. So take proper rest. Okay, it's very important. Yes, so take proper rest, and the next 16 hours you study. So proper rest, what happens, many students think that 8 hours is a buffer time, sleep time, they think that I can utilize for studies, and rest time they're wasting here and there. No, make that 8 hours is my sleeping time, and everything else is what I have to adjust within that time. That is very much possible, and that is also important, because if you don't practice it now, you are not sleeping properly now, then actually your sleep cycle is affected. And on the GATE exam also, many students face, they're not able to sleep before the examination, and if you're not getting a proper sleep, then obviously your brain is affected on the examination day. Yes, and therefore I can say this is included in lifestyle also and practice also. Yes, so this trick, or I can say advice, or I can say principle, should adopt in the last 40 days, that you should have a sound sleep and make your sleeping pattern suitable to the sleeping pattern which you're going to follow on the examination day, right? Suppose you have, examination in the morning hours, then you should have a sleeping pattern that you are waking up 6 o'clock, because you see 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, because on the examination day also you have to wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, because you have a paper at after 9, right? Yes, you have a paper at 9. That means what? You need to wake up at 5 or 6 o'clock. And suppose every day you're waking up at 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock, then that day you suddenly wake up at 5 o'clock, it's a culture shock for your mind. Your mind is not able to adapt, right? And therefore, as I told, as per your slot, you schedule your things. Okay, in that, sleep is also an important thing. Yes, so here we covered, okay, that's the end of the lecture. Okay, because we do not cover so many things. As I always tell, that too much of analysis leads to paralysis. So don't do over analysis. Stick to the principles which I have told. Yes, so please stick to these principles, and if you do, then surely you are going to be the topper in the upcoming examination. Yes, so thank you very much for seeing this video. Okay, last thing I will tell, that when you're preparing for the examination, don't think about that what will happen if I fail. So that I can say that is the ending, we can say, not included in 3 things, because we cannot put everything into 3 things. Okay, but I told the 3 main things which you should take care. Along with that, I will tell that please remove the fear of what will happen if I don't succeed in the examination. Please remove that thing from your mind. Yes, now your focus should be how I am going to approach the examination, how I am going to solve maximum questions before the examination, how I am going to prepare my schedule or lifestyle as per the examination day. So basically what I'm trying to say is that in the next 40 days, plan how you are going to execute the things. The result, it will follow automatically. That will automatically follow, and it will be good result if you execute the things properly in the next 40 days. So please focus on the execution. Don't worry about the results now. So if you follow this, hope that you will be one of the toppers in the GATE 2024. Thank you very much.